button because today we're diving deep into one of the biggest deceptions of our time. For years, Elon Musk has been sold to us as a visionary, a genius billionaire who will save humanity with electric cars, space travel, and artificial intelligence. But what if I told you this is a lie? What if I told you that beneath the PR spin and Twitter memes, Musk is actually one of the most dangerous and destabilizing forces in the modern world? What if I told you that the Elon Musk you think you know, the one from the Tesla commercials, the funny tweets, the space launches, is not the real Elon Musk? That's exactly what we're unpacking today, because if we don't wake up soon, we're going to find ourselves in a world where Musk has more power than any person in history. Let's go back to the 1990s and early 2000s, when Musk first emerged in the tech world. Back then, he was praised as a progressive entrepreneur, a guy who wanted to innovate, push humanity forward, and build a better world. He positioned himself as a Democrat, a futurist, someone who supported green energy and social progress. He was seen as pro-science, pro-climate action, and pro-social progress. He publicly supported Democrats and progressive policies. He talked about universal basic income and policies that could help people. But fast forward to today? Musk has aligned himself with far-right extremists. He openly engages with conspiracy theorists, white supremacists, and anti-democratic forces. He is pushing policies that benefit billionaires while directly harming the working class. So what happened? Did Musk actually change, or did he just reveal his true self once he had enough power? One of the most telling signs of Musk's transformation is how many of his former allies and friends in Silicon Valley have turned against him. Many early Tesla investors, OpenAI founders, and even former PayPal colleagues now openly criticize him. Reid Hoffman, a former PayPal colleague and early supporter, no longer trusts Musk due to his radicalized political beliefs and erratic behavior. Larry Page, co-founder of Google, was once close to Musk, but their relationship soured after Musk started spreading conspiracies about AI and corporate control. The OpenAI conflict. Musk was one of the early funders of OpenAI, but turned on the company when it became clear he could not control it. Now he regularly trashes it. Musk repeatedly takes credit for inventions he did not create. One of the biggest myths about Musk is that he founded Tesla. In fact, Musk did not start Tesla. Tesla was founded by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning in 2003. Musk joined later by investing in the company and then forcing out the original founders using very aggressive strong-arm tactics. A lawsuit ensued and was settled with Musk taking control. He also exaggerates his role in PayPal, a company where he was removed as CEO before it was sold to eBay. His claims about being the chief engineer of SpaceX are misleading. While he funds projects, the real scientists and engineers do the innovation. Musk's pattern of revisionist history shows he seems he is more interested in controlling the narrative than actually creating things. It has been reported that Musk speaks to Vladimir Putin regularly. These conversations raise serious concerns about his alignment with authoritarian regimes and his willingness to work against democratic nations, including hurting America's government institutions that are so important for democracy worldwide. Given Musk's control over Starlink, these discussions suggest he could be making geopolitical decisions that directly influence global security. Musk's decision to cut off Starlink access to Ukraine wasn't a one-time event. It was a power play to force entire nations to bend to his will. He has demonstrated that he is willing to dictate global military actions without answering to any government. Ukraine's reliance on Starlink. Initially, Musk positioned himself as a hero for providing Starlink access to Ukraine to keep its military and citizens connected during the Russian invasion. But later he restricted access at a critical moment, forcing the US government to pick up the tab while forcing Ukraine's military to change tactics. US and NATO concerns. Military officials have raised alarm about a private citizen being able to control wartime communications. Musk essentially holds the power to control battle outcomes by deciding who has access to communication infrastructure at any given time. This is not how global security should work. One unelected billionaire should not have the power to decide the fate of wars. One of the most alarming aspects of Musk's rise is the silence from world leaders. Why aren't they speaking out? Fear of retaliation. Musk controls critical internet and space infrastructure. Governments and military forces rely on SpaceX's Starlink for secure communications. Any criticism could mean getting cut off from a major technological resource, giving Musk untold global power. Dependence on his technology. Musk's influence is not just in space, but in electric vehicles, AI, and transportation. Governments may fear speaking out against him because they rely on his business empire. Political alliances, leaders who favor authoritarian rule see Musk as an ally, not a threat. Figures like Trump, Putin, Orban, and authoritarian movements across Europe see him as useful to their agendas. One of the most disturbing aspects of Musk's transformation is his embrace of far-right extremism. Let's be clear, this isn't speculation. This is documented fact. Musk has repeatedly engaged with white nationalists and far-right extremists on X. While he has always had and continues to have many Jewish friends since childhood, he amplifies anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. He continues to allow anti-Semitic people to say horrific things on X without impunity and recently gave what appeared to be a Nazi salute at the presidential inauguration celebrations, causing worldwide outrage. He has directly interacted with and promoted accounts that glorify apartheid, fascism, and authoritarianism on his X social media platform. Musk isn't just influencing US politics, he is actively interfering in global elections. Musk has begun meddling in political elections across the world, using his influence to push extremist candidates. UK election interference. Musk publicly supported far-right politician Nigel Farage, who is a known Brexit advocate and close to Trump's circle. Musk used his X platform to amplify Farage's campaign, giving him massive exposure. At one point, there were talks of him giving Farage a $100 million campaign contribution, before things soured between them. Tommy Robinson controversy. Musk personally advocated for the release of Tommy Robinson, a far-right extremist jailed for contempt of court. While Robinson's treatment has been horrific, Musk getting involved is direct interference in Britain's judicial system, as he has business with the British government. If you or I said something, it is not the same. Germany's far-right endorsement. Musk endorsed the far-right-wing AfD party, which has been linked to neo-Nazi sympathies. He even made public comments suggesting Germany should stop worrying about its past, causing outrage across Europe. Musk is not just a businessman nor just an observer. He is a political operative. He is actively using his platform, influence, and power to shift global politics toward authoritarianism. He constantly gaslights on X to push his agenda. You must ask yourself why. To what end? What is his real goal here? Is real. Musk has ambitious plans to turn X into a financial powerhouse. His goal? To control global transactions, digital currencies, and financial data. Musk wants X to become a banking platform, enabling users to store money, transfer funds, get loans, and more. This level of control would give Musk unprecedented influence over global commerce. Musk's own digital currency. He has previously promoted Dogecoin and hinted at creating his own digital coin, possibly the X coin, centralized power. Unlike decentralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Musk's digital financial system on X could concentrate power into his hands, making him a global financial gatekeeper, bypassing the regulated global banking system we now use. Impact on the US dollar. If successful, Musk's financial systems could undermine traditional banking systems and national currencies. If people start using Musk-backed financial systems instead of banks, it could challenge government-controlled monetary policies. Tax cuts, social security cuts. It is at this point we must talk about what are his real goals in running Doge for the government. First, let's talk about how he has approached this job. We have all witnessed him going into various agencies, firing people indiscreetly, shutting some down without seemingly giving a care about how any of this has affected the employees or how it will affect how the government works or the service is lost. The truth is, he doesn't care. It is interesting the agencies he has attacked first are the same ones that regulate his businesses. Many have active investigations into his businesses. He makes it clear in interviews, when asked, he is not interested in telling the truth about his actions. Instead, he pivots to other things. He certainly has never shown empathy to any of the people he has let go at his companies. Just look at how harsh he was when taking over X. Now he's running amok through our government, causing hardship and chaos everywhere he goes. He thinks that by creating multiple billion-dollar companies, he knows how to fix the government, but he doesn't understand how governments work. The government is not set up and should not be organized like a for-profit company. Let's set aside that what he's doing is most likely illegal. His biggest target is to cut or completely eliminate Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security, the biggest budget items and the programs most Americans consider essential. The fact that millions upon millions are only able to eat and pay rent and get health care is because of Social Security and these medical programs. The fact he could throw millions into abject poverty is not concerning to him. He never addresses the effects of his actions, only the supposed reasons he wants the cuts. Millions upon millions of Americans are going to be hurt by Musk's actions. The real question is why. All to pay for $4 trillion in tax cuts for him and his other billionaire buddies off the backs of the rest of Americans. If they shut down these programs, the US budget size decreases by trillions, meaning these billionaires don't have to pay taxes to pay for these programs. In addition, they get to have Congress give them special exemptions and benefits by not having to worry about paying for social services. Everything I have addressed here will lower the quality of life in America. Trump is already throwing away our world power, and this will make the United States a weaker, poorer country. Why do we not see millions in the streets across America protesting? I don't understand. We are not letting Trump, Musk, and Congress know that this will not be tolerated. He has been able to access the most private, sensitive financial information for every citizen of the US. There are significant concerns that he has copied this information for his private company X to use for the financial platform he is looking to build out. If in fact he has not only accessed this information but copied it, this would be a most alarming action. Yet you hear nothing from the media. It is shameful that the media is not doing their jobs. It is well known, and certainly not a secret, about Musk's intent to build X into a financial powerhouse. It is a potential 5-alarm fire and highly illegal, yet you don't hear a peep from our media. This would mean that your data privacy has been breached in broad daylight with everyone watching. Every government agency, Congress, the courts, and yet absolutely no one is saying a word. It's like a man on his way to rob a bank. A cop sees him and asks how he can help. Musk will control all financial transactions on the new X financial platform, already having access to sensitive financial data on millions of users, virtually every American. Political weaponization. Just like he bans and unbans accounts on X based on his whims, Musk could financially punish his political enemies. He has already shown the ability to manipulate the stock and crypto markets with his tweets. Imagine if he controlled the infrastructure itself. Musk is not just expanding X, he is looking to build an entire economic system where he is the central power. Musk's unchecked power is unlike anything we've seen before. He now has control over global satellite communications with Starlink, a massive social media empire with X, formerly Twitter, the ability to shape global politics through direct influence, a growing financial infrastructure, deep ties to authoritarian leaders, and now with what seems like unlimited access to the entire US government, treasury, and financial systems. Where does this all lead? If Musk's power remains unchecked, here's what the future could look like. A corporate-controlled internet. With Starlink, Musk could censor access to information globally, giving him control over the news and global narrative. An oligarch-controlled financial system, X's financial expansion, could make Musk the world's most powerful banker. Unchallenged manipulation of democracy. By controlling information, money, and communication, Musk could dictate political outcomes globally. Space monopoly. Governments depend on SpaceX for space missions. Musk could control space exploration itself. This is not a conspiracy. It is happening in real time, and no one is talking about it. The silence is deafening. Why? Musk isn't just another billionaire. He is a dangerous global force who is actively reshaping world politics, communication, and finance in ways no single person should control. We must demand regulations, transparency, and oversight over Musk's growing empire. He must be stopped. Because if we don't, he will succeed in reshaping the world for his benefit at our expense. Thank you for watching. Please help us grow and bring you more great content by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this video. We are the Thinking Clearly channel.